Hello everybody and welcome back to Dead by Daylight. Do I have kind of a treat for you today? I was looking through some old footage and I found this match from 4/25/2018 when I first started to really get into Dead by Daylight. This is probably one of the first few matches I played as killer. Obviously I'm Leatherface and I only have one perk in this barbecue and chili. I think I'm level 12 with Leatherface here. I'm a rank 19 at this point. So don't expect like real exciting gameplay. But I thought it's kind of interesting because the game has changed so much in the past couple years. Just the lighting on the map, you can already tell a big difference. The sound effects are sharper. You know, I like to kick generators a lot and random swings. I like the hammer. It has like a meaty sound to it. It's quite interesting. And, you know, like I said, I'm new to Killer at this point when this was recorded. So don't expect me to, you know, be good. That Meg did make a pretty big mistake, though. She should have dropped that. Alright, let's get you on a hook, Megan. And barbecue was a little different back then. You could get 4 stacks. And I think it gave you like 10% each stack or something like that. Also, notice how long the hook animation is. This was back before they shortened it, and it was crazy long. We see Claudette, and you know, rank 19s are gonna instant save their teammates, but I want this Claudette. And you know, let's not talk about the big spins the Claudette just did on me. I'm not even sure if that was like a 360. It might have just been me being a Papega killer. And, you know, apparently I really liked kicking gens back in the day. And, you know, this was obviously way before they changed Decisive or anything. So there you got to see Decisive Strike in its old form. It's quite interesting throwback to the people that played the game before. Also, pallet vacuums were still in the game. You saw an example of pallet vacuums there. Again, pallet vacuum. Oh my, this game used to be so broken. People complain about the game, and it's because they don't remember playing, or they never played during this period of time. This wasn't the worst by any means. This was in 2018. This was 2 years after the game came out. But people don't realize how much the game has changed to help out killers. I mean, Killer is actually a lot better balanced now, and some would argue easier now. And I can attest to that. Killer is much easier to play and do decent with because they got rid of pallet vacuums, you know, the stupid DS. I mean, let's be honest, DS is not fun, but back then you could have 4 DS and it was so unfun to go against because there was zero way to counter it. Now you can just slug them. Leave them down for a minute and, you know, they can't use their DS. Or, you know, you have killers like Pyramid Head now that basically counter DS, where back in the day you didn't have a way to counter it besides dropping them and, you know, juggling them to the hook. And gens still got done somewhat quickly back then. I mean, again, this is rank 19, so they're not like they're really attacking the gens hardcore. Also, I've noticed something else watching this. I don't use my chainsaw. Like ever. I don't think I've revved my chainsaw one time. I am playing Bubba as an M1 killer. And that is a cool grab animation. Nice and slow. I kind of miss some of the old animations and stuff. But I get why they had to change it. They had to make Killer's actions faster and stuff. But I do kind of miss some of the old school stuff that the game had. A little toxicity, you know. It's like, no, don't touch my gen. Come on, use your chainsaw. I want to see myself use the chainsaw. That was a janky hit. That was a janky hit, and I think I lost her. Yep, I lost her. This was probably back when I had 300 hours in the game. Most of it was Survivor. I could see a lot of mistakes as I play through this, but I'm not gonna really point them out because there's no reason to. This was such a long time ago. I've grown so much as a survivor and a killer in that time period. Somebody hopped the Killer Shack pallet, going in for the save. I don't know why I'm looking off to the side there. Can you use your chainsaw? Come on, old Craymac. Use your chainsaw. A whiff and a half. This Dwight's just too good. Dwight is just a god. Interesting. I probably should have broke that, but he did keep running. Are you gonna drop this pallet too? Yes, he just throws it immediately. Very nice, Dwight. I'm assuming I was trying a mind game. Oh, wow, I revved. I did it. I revved. I revved the chainsaw one time in the match. Yeehaw. Take that, survivors. And... huh. It appears I lose the Dwight. Sad days in the swamps. And again, here's that Claudette. Let's go after the Claudette, I assume. No, I'm going after Jake. Okay. I'm trying to comment on, you know, what I was thinking back in the day, and that's kind of hard because that was a long time ago. Again, we're going to kick that Jin, and I think I lost to Jake at this point. Actually, I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'm looking around frantically. I lost Jakey Boy. Although, scratch marks... I mean, even back then, I could kind of track scratch marks. Apparently, I was too dumb to know you went through the window, or down below. Sorry, not through the window. Jake. You're even confusing now me. I can't get over the hammer sound effects. And also, I'm really mad at myself for not using the chainsaw. Like, the chainsaw isn't like super good, but even back then, it was a decent power. And I'm just playing Bubba as an M1 killer. I'm gonna chalk it up to not having skill. We'll just say I was a complete baby at this point. Although, I do somehow turn this into a 4K. Like, I feel like even ranked 19s nowadays would just have dominated me. But the game was different back then. The game felt different to play back then. Killer was still fun, it's just you had to deal with a lot of garbage that you don't have to deal with as Killer nowadays. This is why I love watching this old footage and even throwing this up on YouTube, because it brings you back in time to give you perspective. Because everybody's always complaining about the game, but it used to be a lot worse. It used to be a lot worse. Come on, use your chainsaw here. Easy, use the chainsaw. No, bad Craymac. Oh, I just, yes. Yes, we finally did it. We got it down with the chainsaw. We're just like, what, 10 minutes into the game or something? But I finally used the chainsaw to down someone. This also brings a good point. If you guys haven't played the new Leatherface, play him. He is so fun. I do have another video out I put out a while ago that shows you how to get the Devout emblems, where I play Bubba with his Beast Marks add-ons. And new Bubba is fun, so I'll put a card up in the corner for you to check that out if you would like to see modern Bubba, because modern Bubba is a beast man. Gotta kill the Claudette. I mean, even back then, I think I hated Claudettes. Them and their invisibility always getting me killed. Okay, we have one dead. She's, you know, on death hook now. 2 Jins left. Honestly, it's just down to the survivors being bad. She lets go, so now there's 2 dead. And this game is pretty much in the bag now, unless I mess up horribly. Now the hard part is finding another survivor, but luckily Jake is not paying attention and just runs out into the open. I did try to cut him off there, and that bought me a little bit of distance, but again, this comes down to not me being good at this point in time, but more the survivors making huge mistakes. Going back to the main building, even back then, survivors loved their main buildings. I'm not quite sure how that didn't hit. That feels like in modern DBD, that would have hit. So that was a little bit strange. And this man's name is Kobe, so I don't think you're gonna Kobe, buddy. Sorry. You had your chance and you failed. So we'll do this slow hook animation again. And now we will go try to find the last guy. I see him on barbecue. Let's see how Dwight does. Can he evade the big booba? Hint, yes he can. He evades the booba for quite a while. Mainly because I'm not good. And even though he was facing, obviously, one way, I go the other way to look for him. I kind of hate watching this old footage because I see how bad I am. And now Jake has let go. I've been looking for Dwight for like 2.5, 3 minutes now. He's a sneaky little boy. So we're just going to keep looking for him, and I'll get back to you guys when I find him. And again, it's been about another 3 minutes. I hear Hatch right there in the main building here. I can see it down below. This guy is just hiding. I don't know if he's in lockers or what, but he is a stealthy little guy. I think I'm going to leave Hatch open because this is back when there was no end-game collapse or anything. So this match is going to go on forever, as it is. So let's keep looking. Hopefully we find him soon. And we finally found him, hiding by a tree. And I don't know why I didn't chainsaw him there. Again, I even had the chainsaw like mostly revved. But yeah, just chalk it up to inexperience. Dwight finally goes down. I had to look for this dude for like 5 or 6 minutes at least. I think it was more like 8 minutes of just looking for this guy. This is how the game used to go back in the day. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. You still get games like that today, but with the in-game collapse, it doesn't go on, 8, 9, 10 minutes. But there's a 4K. So, yeah, and now I use my chainsaw, apparently, because, you gotta use it at the end game, right? Anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this nostalgia trip I went on, and I hope this has opened your eyes to how different the game is now. If you liked the video, please hit the like and subscribe button, maybe that bell, so you get notifications when I post a new video, as I'm trying to grow this channel and make something out of it. So, I will see you guys next time. Until then, take care and goodbye.